Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 and the TomFM channel. It's Manchester United FM20 beta. The beta is very nearly over though. Tuesday, that's when the full game is properly released and we're starting our Grasshopper save. But we've got more than half a season to go, so we've got to really get a lick on in these final few episodes. We're probably going to have to do a few double uploads this weekend as well to try and fit a few things in, but it's going to be pretty decent. So today we're playing Liverpool and Arsenal, which is going to be massive. So hopefully we get through these games pretty unscathed, grab a couple wins in this as well, and we could be on for a decent season. Now, since you were last here for 3 4-1 wins in a row against Celtic, Burnley and Lokomotiv Moscow, securing our place in the Champions League knockout stages, we have been pretty busy actually trying to play as many games as possible to try and speed this on a little bit so we're not stuck in this FM beta save for too long. We started off with a win against Everton, Edison Cavani scoring the goal there, very nicely done. We then took on Watford at home, another 1-0 win, this time Martial getting himself on the score sheet. So again, another pretty decent result for us, 3 points on the board, you love to see it. We did though fall apart against Manchester City, Raheem Sterling, Angelino and Harry Kane scoring 3 goals past us, and they trashed us 3-0. It does show how good Man City and Liverpool are because they've both beaten us convincingly so far this season. We had to win this game if we wanted any sort of chance of being around the top of the table at the end of the season. With results like that, we might have to settle for third. But if we beat Liverpool today, that could all change. After that defeat, we came back with a 2-1 win over Besiktas to make sure we won every single group stage game in the Champions League to really propel ourselves to the top of the group, which was fantastic. So through the group stage, maximum points, you love to see it. We then carried on that form with a 4-0 win over West Ham with Luis Alberto, Cavani, Dalot and a own goal from one of the West Ham players, securing that 4-0 win. Following that, Stoke City away, and we won it 3-1. Rashford, Cavani and Thomas Partey with the goals, and then a 3-0 win over Southampton. Pogba with a brace and Rashford with one. Sandro sent off as well, but it didn't really deter us. We still won the game very convincingly. And then a massive 2-1 win against Tottenham Hotspur as well. They're a team that are chasing us down a little bit this season. So goals from Skriniar and Martial did really well there to secure a 2-1 win. Very pleased with that one. We've trashed Shrewsbury 4-0 in the FA Cup with a very rotated lineup you can see there. And then last time out, a 1-1 draw with Chelsea, which was a little bit disappointing. I thought we could do better than that at home, but at least we went one better than earlier on the season when we lost. So a draw is a slight improvement at least. Arsenal and Liverpool coming up today. I'm not too sure how it's going to go. In terms of the Premier League table, it's not Tottenham that are chasing us up. It's actually Chelsea I was thinking of, not Tottenham. So Chelsea not too far behind us. Neither are Arsenal actually, but we are sitting sort of in the middle of everything. We're on 45 points, which is a good 7 points clear of Arsenal. But at the same time, we are 8 points behind Liverpool and 9 points behind Man City. So we're in a bit of a no man's land at the moment, sitting in third in the table. It's just that Liverpool and City are just too good. They just keep winning too many games. We've had slip-ups and drawn and lost a couple where they just haven't had those slip-ups, I suppose. They've done well. If we can beat Liverpool today, though, it does move us a bit closer to getting into that top 2 and even chasing down top of the league Man City. We are, though, going to be jumping straight into this Liverpool game, and I've got to put out what I think is probably the strongest lineup possible for us right now, which is De Gea in goal, and at left back Diogo Dalot on the ground. So Alexandro still suspended after getting a red card, and Luke Shaw's just returned to fitness from an injury. So Dalot starting today, he's the fittest, but Skriniar, Aya and Wan-Bissaka as the back line. Pogba and Gabriel make up that midfield duo today. Goretzka's just come back from an injury, and then whereas Thomas Partey's injured, so they're not brilliant to play at the moment. So that's why Gabriel's coming in, but he's very, very capable. That front attacking trio of Rashford, Luis Alberto and Everton is a bit different. Everton comes in on the right because where is he? Bernardeschi is just getting back from injury. You can see that we've had a lot of injuries recently. So Everton starts on the right instead. And Cavani is still leading the line for us with 16 goals in all competitions this season. I am very pleased with how he's played. And actually, Rashford has gone underneath the radar, getting 9 goals. He's done pretty well for himself. Perhaps he's a player we should be watching a little bit more. So then, as kickoff is upon us here today, may I just remind you that we are getting very close now to 13,000 subscribers and very close to the giveaway being given away a copy of the game. And actually, rather than waiting for 13,000 subscribers, I think I'm going to do the giveaway draw to sort of come out on the 18th, maybe Monday the 18th. That sort of works out well, I think. So we might do that, give the copy of the game away on that day, so then whoever wins it gets the copy of the game for when the game launches on the 19th. I think that might be just a little compromise we can do. So if you've still not entered, get yourself entered into the giveaway down below. Make sure you share around the video with all your friends and stuff to get those subscriber numbers up as well. And then, of course, we'll launch another giveaway after that as well for when we get to 14,000 subscribers. So keep sharing around. The quicker we get to 14k, the quicker we can give another copy of the game away. In the meantime, though, we are having a a relatively decent game against Liverpool. It's not been massively one-sided. And actually, we've had control of more of possession, at least, only marginally, but a little bit more control as Everton gets in the area. Cavani, if that was on target, that was in the back of a net. Puts it wide of the mark, though. And Pogba, who was looking tired coming into today's game, is looking quite desperate out there. I think we're going to have to take him off at some point in the second half, unfortunately. Should probably note as well, we are now in January, but I'm not planning on making any transfers as Sadio Mane scores for Liverpool, which is outrageous. That should not be happening. Cavani should have scored earlier on. To be fair, it's a decent goal. We just switched off a little bit defensively, but how Mane's winning that in the air, next to who's that with him? Wan-Bissaka? I mean, neither of them that tall, actually, are they? But I would say Wan-Bissaka's probably a little bit taller. Let's show some passion out there. Let's go a bit more attacking. And let's get Pogba off the pitch, who's looking tired out there. Also on a yellow card. We'll bring Goretzka on, but swap these two over to be in more preferred positions. Erling Haaland has done well, but I don't think he's quite good enough to start games yet. He's made appearances, but not really been a focal point. None of the back line have played particularly well, though. That's an issue. So I think we'll bring Luke Shaw on for Dalot, who's coming back from his injury. So maybe he'll do something else out there. But we may have a chance, or this is probably just actually a highlight for the substitutes as it was. But Salah with a free kick. Virgil van Dijk puts it just wide of the post. Liverpool looking the stronger side in the second half, which is really annoying. But I thought Luke Shaw's free kick was going to get on the head of someone there. But Sadio Mane now coming forward, although Skriniar gets on the end of that ball, kicks it forward, but it just goes straight back to Liverpool. And Liverpool up to Paulo Dybala. De Gea with a very important touch on the ball there to send it wide of the mark. He keeps us in this game, but only just. We've got to grab a goal or something out of this. Otherwise, if we lose to Liverpool today, I think we really can kiss goodbye to any chance of winning the Premier League title. Because I just can't see Liverpool or Man City capitulating to the point where we catch them up at this point of the season now. They've done so well, so I think it's, unless they both get burnout, I don't know, but another great chance Liverpool there. I missing his tackle and Firmino getting a good shot on goal, but just wide of the post, as again, it's all Liverpool right now. We just can't seem to do anything, as we do get that cleared though. At least we're not conceding goals. Henderson back on the ball though. Virgil van Dijk now putting it up forward towards Dybala. Skriniar gets it down to Goretzka though. And Gabriel up to Rashford. Rashford into Luke Shaw, who's actually coming quite pacily down the wing now. Gets it back in towards Rashford. If we can grab a goal out of this would be brilliant, as Gabriel Goretzka, who's known for his long shots, isn't going to get one right now though, as Goretzka puts it out to Wan-Bissaka. Get this in the middle quickly. Someone. Goretzka, Wan-Bissaka, Gabriel, Luis Alberto, Everton. And that's 2 goals we should have had. Like, Cavani should have scored here in the first half. That should have been the goal there. Somehow we're putting these chances wide. If they were on target, they would be in the back of the net. Unfortunately, we've just not got them on target. Only had 3 shots on target in today's game, and that's let us down, basically. That's what's let us down. Another chance, though, is Wan-Bissaka into Rashford, who's offside, I think. I think he is offside. It is offside because it's going to VAR. I think it was offside. So we can't celebrate that one. I think we've been really unlucky in today's game, as Luis Alberto into Everton. Gets it to Cavani just about. Gabriel, Cavani, Rashford. Rashford tackled, and a counter-attack is on its way now. Paulo Dybala can't quite get it. Oh, he does get it forward in the end. It does get forward to Firmino, and that's game over. Game over, when really we should have been far and away in control if we just got our shots on target. Oh, is that going to stand? Is that actually going to stand? Oh, I didn't bother talking about it because I started it and then stopped, and then 3-0 out of nowhere. That's come in. I feel like we've been hard done by in today's game, if I'm honest with you, but I don't know. Liverpool are the better side. I think we performed better than we did earlier on in the season, but clearly the scoreline doesn't reflect that. Another 3-0 loss to a top 2 club. I just don't think it's our year, is it? As Liverpool now go 11 points clear of us, City could go 12 points clear. I don't think we're going to win the title, which is why we need to focus on the Champions League. Although I've not told you who are playing yet in the Champions League. I'm a little bit scared to tell you who we're playing in the Champions League, because it is... You might have seen it. You probably will have seen it, actually. I've not spoken about it. But it is... I'm not looking forward to the Champions League knockout games. I mean, it's only Barcelona we're playing. Only Barcelona. It's only Lionel Messi. But, you know, Maybe we can do it. I don't know. Maybe we can do it, but it's a very, very tough game, which I'm not too pleased about. We've probably got the hardest draw. Maybe Real Madrid a bit harder. I don't know. Maybe PSG, but we've got a very, very tough draw. I think we've been very unlucky there. Gosh, and the Arsenal games come around very quickly as well, unfortunately. The assistant manager's telling me to make plenty of changes, and actually I'm inclined to do that because maybe some changes like this will do it. I don't know. We'll make those changes and we'll talk about it in a second, as Lindelof is happy. He's excited ahead of my reunion with him, apparently. Don't know why, because we left on pretty bad terms, I thought. Oh, this is a big one, actually. Martial, who scored a goal in between episodes, he wanted to go on loan, so I said yes to him, just to avoid any conflict. So he's going out to AC Milan, on loan for the rest of the season. It's fine, because he doesn't really feature in any of my plans, so I'm not really fussed about it. He's barely played a game this season, I don't think, so it's good for him, good for the club. Obviously, if we're going forward in the save, that would be quite a big move. But obviously, this is the last season. We don't need him. It's fine. So this is the squad that's going to take on Arsenal today. But I think we can still get a decent result here today with De Gea in goal, Alexandro, Tunzabe, Skriniar and Dalot, McTominay and Goretzka, Everton, Haaland making a start in the attacking midfielder position, Greenwood on the right and Cavani starting up front. I still think that's good enough to get a win against Arsenal, especially because they're not as competitive this season. But we do need to get this win desperately. We lost to Arsenal earlier on in this, or did we draw with them? I can't remember what we did now in the first episode of this season. But either way, we need to get a result against them, as otherwise we could be in trouble actually, and maybe finish fourth again like we did last season, which you hate to see, and you hate to see Lacazette scoring within 2 minutes of the game as well. Lads, switch on, please. I know all the comments are going to tell me why are you rotating a lineup, but we haven't really got much of a choice with injuries and fitness issues and stuff like that. But Cavani is justifying my selection by scoring a goal there in the 6th minute of the game, 17th of the season. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I need to go and grab a drink because my throat's starting to hurt a bit for some reason. But Cavani, Everton, I thought we were going to grab another goal there. That would have been a great chance to score the goal. Alexandro then coming forward into Everton, and again, decent opportunities for us, but we're just not capitalising on it. I thought I'd pause the game. I clearly haven't paused the game. At least nothing's happened, I don't think. Can we see the highlight? Nothing happened highlight-wise, actually, so that's okay. That's fine. We missed nothing. Half-time, though, 1-1. It's not a bad scoreline at the moment, but I expect better. I want us to grab the win here today. And with 60 minutes now on the clock, after the second half has got to a speedy start, Greenwood on the ball, plays it back into McTominay, who's been unlucky, really. He probably deserves more starts, but I've just not given them to him because I like my foreign players better, obviously. Everton can't quite win the header, but Alexandro does pick up the loose ball, and Tunzabe can get it forward towards Cavani. Haaland back towards Cavani. We just can't find that final ball in towards Edison Cavani. If we could, I think we would be in scoring goals, but instead, Callum Chambers, of all people, coming forward. You couldn't see what happened there because it said overall fitness for some reason on the screen. Not entirely sure why. Either way, they've got a corner resulting from this Arsenal as Pizzi puts it into the area, and Socrates turns it in for Arsenal. It's a terrible episode. It really is a terrible episode at the moment. And if you want to switch off now, you're probably warranted in doing so. If you're still here, that is. You've probably gone after the Liverpool loss, probably, I'd imagine. Either way, we need to do something about this. Quite frankly, though, everyone's injured, so I'm not quite sure what we do about this at all. Perhaps we go slightly more attacking, I don't know. But Pepe now on the ball, coming forward for Arsenal again, up towards Aubameyang. Dalot just heads it down to Aubameyang for him. It's like, here you go, mate, have it on a plate. That's why Dalot is not meant to be a starting player for us, but unfortunately has ended up being a starting player because of said injuries and things like that. But Cavani gets a decent challenge in there. If we can do something clever with this now, like lose the ball, but Cavani getting it back and back to Everton. Haaland in the back of a net for his second goal of the season. We are back on level terms with 25 minutes to play. Anyone's game out there. Come on, lads. Let's grab this win. It's a great little bit of play from Cavani and Everton, to be fair, and it's a great strike as well. It's very difficult to beat the keeper from that angle, especially when the keeper's so close to the post in the first place, but great shot. Great goal. Changes, though, do need to be made. So, Dalot, I'm not impressed. So, Wan-Bissaka can come back on, even though he is tired. Cavani he's got a goal today. So, maybe can Haaland play left wing? A little bit. Let's bring Luis Alberto on for Everton, because Everton's also looking tired. So there are changes that will make. I'm not quite sure it's the best putting Haaland out wide, but it's what we've got to do right now with the players that we've got. Coming forward towards the end of the game, can we grab another one? Let's say, show some passion out there with 5 minutes to go. If we can grab a winner, I'll be absolutely over the moon. Unfortunately, though, as the clock ticks down, there's a highlight with a minute and a half or so to go. Unfortunately, it looks like it's coming towards Arsenal right now as Chambers gets it on the edge of the area. And it's... Well, quite frankly, you hate to see it, don't you? You hate to see it. Show some passion, lads, by conceding a goal. Well, I think the quicker we move on from today's episode, the better. Definitely, the quicker we move on, the better. Thing is, next episode we've got Barcelona, so it might not get better, but it might do. You never know. You never know. Ideally, I want to do both Barcelona games in the next episode, so I feel like it's just going to be the Barcelona games, and then I'll play these games off camera and then come back with the Barcelona game. I want to just focus on the Champions League now. You've seen from losses today that we are not going to win the Premier League, so the focus shifts away from the Premier League onto the Champions League now, like last season in the Europa League, and we ended up losing that, didn't we? So, fantastic stuff. Barcelona next episode, though, so look forward to that one, and hopefully we will redeem ourselves and win a Champions League this season, which would be magnificent. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have done, please do drop a like on the video for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll see you next time for some more Football Manager action.